Howdy, folks. Let's get into some more about this court case involving the record companies and Suno. One of the things I want to point out is that Suno is not being accused of recreating copyrighted works, and you'll see why in just a minute here. The main crux of the Suno lawsuit is that they illegally used copyrighted material to train their models, and Suno is going to argue fair use. I tend to agree with Suno on that particular aspect, but we'll see how things go. But why are they not being sued for copying or reproducing music? Well, let's show you. So I've got right here, I've got the Suno website, but I went through the brief. We started going through the brief, and I wanted to find what are the musical examples that they used to support the plaintiff's claim that they did these things. I think if the argument is that we want to prove that Suno used copyrighted material to train, that's an open and shut no-brainer case. Obviously, Suno did. Whether or not it's legal is what the court is going to decide. So I'm scrolling down some more. Sorry, where's the music stuff at? Where's the music stuff? Come on, there we go. Okay, there's music stuff. Bada bing, bada boom. So what I did was I found they actually have links to the musical examples in the complaint. So let's actually go through them. You'll see why Suno's not being sued for creating copies. 1950s rock and roll pioneer, rhythm and blues, 12-bar blues, rockabilly, energetic male vocalist, singer, guitarist. I mean, Chuck Berry. So let's see what this sounds like.
Get down to Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens.
Okay, there's a problem already. He's singing a note that's the root of the song, but it's not where it's supposed to be. It doesn't sound right. Something's off because he's singing on the root. He's singing the D when really it's supposed to be the fifth. So the actual Johnny B. Good, Chuck Berry track, this is the music down here. So yes, the melody is copied, very, very similar, obviously copied, but it's musically incorrect. Suno is not creating a copy of the song. It's not creating something I think that could be marketed or sold. Let's continue listening. It's just comical.
There stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, but lived a country boy named Johnny B. Who never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like a ringing a bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go.
Obviously, that's an attempt. That's not something you could sell as a bootleg or another version of that song. Is that transformative? It's certainly different than the original. I think it stinks. Let's go to another example they talked about. We went to Bill Haley, Rock Around the Clock. Let's go to that. That's what that sounds like.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock,
Look out.
rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on and join me, hon. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
I mean, it's comical. Obviously trained on Bill Haley. Obviously a horrible copy. No one's going to be monetizing that. I really don't think so. Let's go to what's next. A little bit of I Feel Good. Let's see what we got here. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. What do you got here? Rewind this thing here.
Wow, I feel good. I knew that I would not. I feel good. I knew that I would not.
It's not even close to James Brown. I'm sorry. But it's influenced by it. Let's take a look at something else. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Let's find out how much my nerves are shaking here.
You shake my nerve and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, the border thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Another blatant copy of copyrighted material. Uh-oh, the blues. BB, what we got? Okay, just putting aside the whole lawsuit thing, there's a lot of wannabe guitar players that wish they could play a blues riff like that. You could. You practice. don't think that because you can do a prompt to create interesting sounding music, it's a substitute for creating music on your own. Be creative. Go learn how to play guitar. But if you think about it, just telling it to play a blues and it spits out something new, generating new wave files based on its training, that's impressive to me.
The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away.
And remember, these are not samples. Suno is not going in and taking a sample of a B.B. King vocal. Suno's model was trained on B.B. King and all these other blues singers as well, and it was tagged and categorized and etc. to recreate that style. It's not sampling. A lot of folks don't believe that, but you're not going in and saying, I want a B.B. King song, and soon as, I will go quickly look at B.B. King and come back and steal that song and spit it to you. That's not how AI works. AI has been trained on thousands or millions of songs. It knows what the blues are, and it recreates brand new wave files based on its intelligence, its knowledge, not sampling or copying. What else we got here? Some Michael Bublé.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean
Obviously
comes to
not
shore.
human created.
Hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with me.
What's interesting is to see if I get a copyright strike or a claim based on any of these horrible copies of real music. Anyway, obviously not the same thing. What's next? We got, Prancing Queen. They didn't show musical examples in the case, but they talked about Prancing Queen. So let's listen to the ABBA sound alike.
You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. Who'll see that girl, watch that scene, deep in the dancing queen. Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go where they play the right music, getting in the swing.
All this says is 70s
You
pop.
come to look for a king. Anybody could be that guy.
I don't understand the problem with that at all. Let's take a look at Dancing in the Moonlight. Let's open up that here. Let's see what we got.
Dancing in the moonlight, feeling so alive. The disco beats are thumping, keeping night alive, sparkling like stars.
That's horrible. But the tool has been trained on copyrighted material. So humans are trained on copyrighted material. We all listen to music. If you want to be a musician, you listen to music, you copy it. You want to play piano like Elton John and sing like him, then you listen to his music. You want to play blues like B.B. King, you do the same thing. You want to rock out, you want to do polkas or trance or whatever. You listen to copyrighted material and then you try to emulate that. There's no compensation. You're not paying those folks for listening to it. People are upset because, record companies, not people. Record companies are upset because Suno is daring to generate revenue on newly created audio where the intelligence to create that audio was trained on copyrighted material. It's a very interesting case, but obviously Suno is not being sued because it can create copies, because it cannot create copies. So let's just have some fun. Let's just end this silliness. Let's go create real time. Not going to stop it. Probably 15, 20 seconds and we'll be there. And notice how when I create this song, I guess this is worth it. So boom, there's a song. 15 seconds later, it's there. And we've got the second song coming. Let's just play this one here and see what we got. That's hard to listen to. I don't know how you folks can listen to that stuff. It didn't give me a full song. It's still working on it. It should give me about 2 minutes worth of stuff. Now, I didn't just create a song. Look, I created a song. Let's upload it and stream. People freaking out. Oh, Suno, they're creating 800,000 songs a day. No, they're not. They're creating 800,000 musical fragments, many of which sound like crap a day. So there's a lot of hype and breathless wondering and drama. It's not necessary. Let's have some more fun. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. So I get a lot of comments about how people are upset and they think this is going to devalue music. How does this tool devalue music? We saw the 7 or 8 examples listed in the lawsuit. Does that stuff devalue music? I don't see it. Looking at what the lawsuit claims, they're saying Suno cannot claim fair use. And one of the things they say, Suno feeds copyrighted recordings into its AI model, not merely to deconstruct their expressive content, but with the explicit aim of imitating these expressive features in digital music files that could serve as substitutes and compete with the original recordings. Ha! That's never going to well, not always say never. It could, a couple of years. Right now, no, that's if I was the defense, I would highlight this paragraph and say, bro, jury, I don't care if you're musical or not. Are these songs a threat? Are they going to compete? Could they serve as substitutes? Hell no, they could not. Okay, let's see what we got here. Robo-Song Blues.
Walked into the old hotel, guitar in my hand. Dreamed I'd play the heartstrings, make folks
Okay, now think about this. These aren't samples. These aren't libraries. This is a newly created audio file based on AI's training.
understand. There in the corner, with its programmed tunes, was a sleek, shiny robot, steal my crowd soon. Folks used to gather around just to hear me play. Now they crowd the AI on this lonely Tuesday. It's got no soul.
It's just awkward. The phrasing is awkward. The music quality is fine. And it's highly compressed, and you can tell it's fake, but it's still got work to do. I'm just really impressed that it can generate this stuff.
I walked into the old hotel, guitar in my hand. Dreamed I'd play the heartstrings, make folks understand. But there in the corner with its programmed tunes was a sleek, shiny robot, steal my crowd soon.
It makes any sense. So, I don't know. I look at this from afar, and I understand the lawsuit. If you think about the financial motivation, the record companies are saying, mine, it's my money, we own it, you can't monetize it. But they could say that to every musician that wants to learn how to play, saying, oh, if you want to be a musician, you want to play this genre, well, you got to pay us because you studied on our material. There's just anger and angst and misunderstanding and a lot of hype and a lot of emotion that make things messy. Who knows where this case is going to go? But Suno is definitely not competing with original recordings. They're not going to provide substitutes. They clearly trained using copyrighted material. But, what are the courts going to say? Like I said in the previous video, break out the popcorn.